study the next topic of the substantive common use, that is radioactive substance. What are the radioactive substance? Elements with a high atomic number such as uranium, thorium, radium having a high property of spontaneous emitting, invisible, highly penetrating and high energy radiations. This property is called radioactivity. Three types of substance are given out by the radioactive substance. These are alpha, beta and gamma rays.
Student, as you have studied earlier in your 8th class that Rutherford and Villard studied the radiation emitted by radioactive substance. To study the radiation emitted by the radioactive substance, the rays were passed through the electric field and a photographic plate was held in their path. It was found that the radiations was divided into three types. One type of a radiation deviated slightly towards the negatively charged plate, that is called alpha rays, while the second type of a radiation is deviated towards the positively charged plate and they are known as beta rays. However, the third type of a radiations did not deviate at all in the electric field. These rays are known as gamma rays. Now students, we are going to study the characteristics or properties of alpha, beta and gamma rays with the help of this chart. So first of all, the alpha rays, the nature of the alpha rays are, they are the current of helium element with the two positive charge particle, or they are the He2 plus particle. Mass is near about 4.0028 U. It's a unit of the atomic mass, or we can say the atomic mass unit. Charge is plus 2, positive charge. Velocity is 1/5 to 1/20th time of the velocity of light. They are attracted towards the negatively charged plate. The penetration power is they can penetrate an aluminum sheet of thickness less than 0.02 mm. The ionization power is very high. The power of production of fluorescence is very high. They are very highly fluorescent substance. Now the properties of beta rays, the nature is, it's a current of beta particles are the electrons. Their mass is also equals to 1 electron, that is 0.000548 AMU. It is a unit of mass of an atom. The charge is -1, negative charge. Now the velocity is 1/5 to 9/10 times of the velocity of light. They are attracted towards the positively charged plate. Now the penetrating power is they can penetrate an aluminum sheet of thickness 2 mm, which is 10 times the penetration of the alpha particle. The ionization power is low than alpha particle and the power to produce fluorescence is very low. Now let's study the properties of gamma rays. They are electromagnetic radiations in nature. It doesn't have any mass. They are electrically neutral and the velocity is same as the velocity of light. They show no deviation as they are electrically neutral. They don't have any charge. Now the penetration power is they can penetrate 15 centimeter thick lead screen, which is near about 10,000 times the penetration of alpha particle. The next property is, that is the ionization power is very low and the power to produce fluorescence is also very low.
Now, as the radioactive substances are useful, but there are some harmful effects of radioactive substance. What are those harmful effects? So the hazardous effects of radioactive substance are like this. They affect our central nervous system. Some hereditary defects are also caused due to radioactive substance if there is a bombardment of radiation on the DNA. Then these radioactive substances, if penetrate the skin, then they are going to cause skin cancer and leukemia. Radioactive pollutants enter in the body through air are very dangerous as it is very difficult to control the damage which is caused by the air. Now, if these radioactive substances are going to absorb in water, in ponds or lake, in that case also it is very harmful as it is absorbed by the fish and then through fish it enter the human body, and in this way the whole food chain is going to be affected. Now another one is that one of the radioactive, that is strontium-90, it enter the plant, then flower, then fruit, and if we are going to consume these affected plants or fruits or vegetable, then we are going to cause bone cancer or leukemia.
Now students, let's study some substance in our daily use which contain water of crystallization. As we have studied in our earlier chapter, the water of crystallization in some salts. Now let's see some examples of crystalline salts used in our day-to-day life. First example is alum or potash alum. Its molecular formula is K2SO4 Al2 SO4 thrice 24H2O. Next salt is borax Na2B4O7 10H2O. Epsom salt magnesium sulfate MgSO4 7H2O. Next is barium chloride. Formula is BaCl2 twice H2O. Next is sodium sulfate. Formula is Na2SO4 10H2O. Now let's see uses of some salts. Alum. It is used in the process of water purification because of the property of coagulation. The solid impurities in water come together, become heavy and settle to the bottom. As a result, the water above become clear. Blue vitriol. It is used in the blood test for diagnosing anemia. Bordeaux mixture. It is a mixture of blue vitriol and slacked lime. It is used as fungicide on fruits like grapes, muskmelon. Now substance like Rita, shikakai, soap, detergent, shampoo, washing soda, hand wash are all cleaning agent. Commonly we call them as detergent or soap. We daily use these detergent and soap for taking bath, washing hands and washing clothes. Now, what is soap and how it is prepared? When oil or animal fat is boiled with an aqueous solution of sodium or potassium hydroxide, sodium or potassium salts of carboxylic acid, that is fatty acids, are formed. These salts are called soap. When soap is mixed with hard water, calcium and magnesium salts of fatty acid are formed. These being water insoluble, they form a precipitate, and that is why lather is not formed.